Welcome back, everyone. We're continuing our series on understanding yourself and others using our DiSC profile results. During this series, we're looking at general characteristics of each style, how each style communicates, leads, works with others, deals in conflict, and learning some key adapting and connecting behaviors. Today, it's devoted to being steady, steadiness, the S style. Why watch this? Well, your primary style is steadiness. Your dot is in the S quadrant. A team member of yours is a steadiness individual. Your supervisor, manager, or leader is a high S. Your spouse or significant other is a high S. Or one of your customers may be an S. Steadiness is represented by the dot in the lower right-hand quadrant of the graph. They're represented, or potential ones are represented there. The preferred environment for a steadiness person includes a predictable pace and routine. What they did yesterday is what they'd like to do today. Greatly value sincerity and being genuine. They have an internal gauge for that. They like to be surrounded by people of similar values and similar sincerity. They also are very much in tune with listening before they speak. They're also noted as being very, very careful and cautious individuals. Steadiness in communication includes low key in tone and demeanor. This is a key indicator for them. Also, being relational. They're like eyes in that regard, but they're not animated, which is typical of an I characteristic. They're pretty low-key in their nonverbal. They're reserved about their personal disclosures and tend to be kind of closely guarded about personal things. They value sincerity, which is most commonly demonstrated through good, legitimate eye contact. They listen extremely well. Matter of fact, that's one of the strongest positive characteristics of high S individuals. In teamwork, people with high steadiness value tend to listen to all perspective, and they often subordinate their own self-interest when working with others. They appreciate harmony among the team members, and they rarely contribute in a group setting, but prefer to process information. That goes to their listening abilities. And they accept assignments, but they prefer to work to complete them independently. Steadiness in decision making, they are very deliberate decision makers. They tend to use mostly logic in decision making and not a lot of emotional piece. They weigh risks and outcomes very carefully, and unfortunately they can become paralyzed by overthinking potential outcomes and risks. They're viewed by others, especially high Ds and high Is, as being too slow in their decision-making process. In conflict, people with high steadiness will tend to avoid conflict and those situations where a lot of conflict may exist. They'll also look at all sides of conflict without regard for who is involved. They want to remove all emotion and calm excited people. They're very, very good in calming down hypercharged situations. In leadership, steadiness is often viewed as the most affable of the styles in leadership. And they value people without the gregariousness that's associated with being an I. They don't have that kind of flamboyant nature, but they really do react with people well. They easily allow others to shine and be the center of attention. They tend not to hog the light, if you will. They avoid providing needed corrective feedback. It's a situation they need to work at. Challenges with high steadiness individuals include develop a greater tolerance for conflict, risk, and ambiguity. Also, to hold team members accountable and provide corrective feedback when needed and necessary. And then also display a greater sense of urgency. Even if you're processing a decision, you just look like you're reacting to it urgently. And then reconcile that not all team members will share your values like you have. And embrace change and changing environments. S's tend not to be the most change-accepting or change-driving individuals. In the next installment, we're going to look at what it means to be a high conscientiousness value. And if you're interested in updating your DiSC profile or getting more for your team, please contact us. Thank you, and I look forward to interacting with you in the next session.